Here's the thing. The reason Labor are so smug about the energy mess is because they've had years of a confused and uncertain coalition refusing to oppose net zero by 2050 and therefore unable to call out the waste, unable to identify the disastrous public policy failure and unable to propose an alternative. The Liberals need to grasp this nettle. They need to oppose net zero by 2050 and pledge to fix this national energy crisis. They need to end the national self-harm and reclaim our cheap energy advantage. Sussan Ley is already the coalition leader with the worst polling numbers of all time. She has nothing to lose by accepting the challenge. She's got to stop listening to the so-called moderates, her key supporters, people like Andrew Bragg.
We have to be in Paris and we can't be a pariah state. I mean, we're better than Iran and Syria and we're a serious country, and the Australian people expect us to take emissions reduction seriously. They believe in climate change. We believe in climate change.
Iran and Syria? What about the US? The US is out of Paris, the largest economy in the world, the most dynamic and sophisticated economy in the world is out of Paris. But Bragg doesn't mention the US, he mentions Iran and Syria. And he wants us to take emissions reductions seriously. What, like China? Like India? Perhaps like Indonesia? Are these countries cutting emissions? Are they signed up to net zero by 2050? Of course not. This stuff is literally nutty. It's a plan to wreck our economy for no reason. It won't help the planet because global emissions are still rising dramatically. So it's pain for us, but no gain. Except I guess it would make life easier for some of these Liberals at dinner parties with teals. Another senator had some better advice for her leader.
So you have confidence in the leader?
Absolutely. The most important thing now, though, is that the leader takes a position on energy policy and does so with a matter of urgency, because we cannot allow this conversation to continue. There is so much more agreement in our party room than there is division.
Yeah, Ley will get support if she does what she needs to do and does it quickly. The Nationals have led the way on this, but even they had to be dragged there kicking and screaming by Barnaby Joyce with his private members' bill against net zero and his move to abandon the party. The choice for Sussan Ley is much easier, and it's a sure bet. It's what the country needs. There is no one with any understanding of economics or engineering who actually believes that Australia can get to net zero by 2050 anyway. It's actually impossible with the current technology. Just ask the International Energy Agency. So why enslave yourself to a target that not even Labor will ever meet, no matter how much pain they inflict on us? The sensible centre of this country is crying out for someone to take up the fight on energy, take up the fight on government waste, and take up the fight on out-of-control immigration numbers. News poll today showed that almost 2/3 of Australians want our immigration intake reduced, and that's hardly surprising. Yet as soon as you talk about immigration, too many Liberals, these moderate Liberals, immediately start apologising about xenophobia or intolerance. This is self-defeating nonsense. It's got nothing to do with the debate. We have a housing crisis, we have an energy crisis, we have hospital ramping crises in some states, we have crime crises in other states. And given we've had record immigration, we need to pull back and catch our breath as a nation. The opportunity for the coalition is obvious. Set up hard and clear positions on energy and immigration and government waste. Hold Labor to account, speak for the sensible centre, outline the approach that will be best for our nation, not policies to please the United Nations virtue signallers. Advocate policies that will be best for Australia, you know, the people you represent. Work hard at that, and politically you will reap the rewards as Labor's green chickens come home to roost.